right, ladies and gentlemen, recently one of my favorite rappers back in the early 2000s, Young Jeezy, recently divorced, or filed for divorce, I should say, from his wife, Jeannie Mai. Now, I am probably one of the biggest advocates for interracial dating. I know that's not really something that is celebrated in most communities and stuff like that, but I'm like, hey, if you want to give it a try, give it a try. It doesn't mean that I'm against same race relationships or anything like that. But I'm like, because my wife is actually Asian and because my wife is actually Filipino, I'm like, I'm all in on that one, right? But they recently filed for divorce, and a lot of people are like, yeah, this is why you shouldn't interracially date. This is why you shouldn't date outside the race, because they're not going to understand you. They're not going to be, your partner, but you're just going to have two culturally different upbringings that doesn't necessarily correlate or connect. And some people are speculating on the reasons why him and Jeannie Mai got divorced, but for me, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you on why I personally see it as the reason why they may be separating or going their separate ways. Unfortunately, there is a child involved in the situation, which makes it 10 times worse. But the reason I'm seeing it is because Jeannie Mai looks the part. She Asian. I'm not sure exactly what descent. I'm just not sure she can play the part, right? If you are a guy that believes that dating an Asian woman is going to give you a submissive, feminine young lady, I'm going to tell you right now, that does not always equate. That does not always fit the mold for every young Asian young lady that you choose to date. I promise you that. That's even overseas, right? Not everybody is submissive, da-da-da-da-da. It's just not like that. But for me, I want you to understand, cultural upbringing plays the absolute major role in all of this, right? If you grew up here in the United States, you're gonna grow up with westernized culture, values, etc. You see what's happening around you, you see how the young ladies around you are acting. Please believe there is nothing to stop you from acting like such ladies. You understand? So if she grew up around all this, and I believe she did, I'm not exactly sure where she's from, like I said, can't make videos, people over here cutting up, but if you grew up around American culture, you grew up around westernized culture, chances are you immersed yourself in American culture. That would be the general summarization for any Filipino or any Asian that's grown up amongst the United States or Europe or any other culture of that, of that type. So for me, I just felt like if you thought that you were gonna get with an Asian young lady because their culture is different, or they act different, or if you feel like they'll be different, just because they look the part don't mean they can play the part. I've talked about this in a video before, and it didn't help that she was part of the industry. It didn't help that y'all were both part of the industry, the entertainment industry, and, access to different types of people. I'm not saying she cheated or anything, but, she got in trouble for a comment that she made many, many years ago about liking white meat, dark meat on the side type shit. Like, she had a husband for 12 years, a white guy. Then she married Jeezy, and they're divorcing after, I guess 2 years of being together. So, there's been comments about that, like maybe she just has a preference for white guys over black guys. Maybe black guys for her were just a temporary thing, a quick fix, and all that shit, but not necessarily wanting to marry like that. So as I was saying, y'all, I feel like maybe they looked at, black guys, talking specifically about Asian women, as like a quick fun time, not so much getting married, but maybe when they got together and they got married, they realized they weren't as compatible as they thought they would be. Maybe on a sexual level, of course, because they did have a child together, they felt compatible. But as far as values, upbringing, the way that they wanted to raise a child, there could have been a lot of different things that played a major part in the reason why they are choosing to get divorced. But I don't know, man. Maybe you guys know something different. All I want to know is what you guys got to say, man. This has been a good doc, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed. Doc is out.